shows, I'm still doing the ministry. You know, I do things secretly that people probably will never know about. But
Pato Banton, who just did a very exciting, exuberant concert with many people out there happy and joyful and loving everybody else. So I'm going to ask Pato some questions on how he does it, but first I'd like to know how you found the Urantia book.
I found the Urantia book after a long search for truth, which I guess is never ending really, but I was reading every type of Bible that was available. I was going to different churches, asking the congregation or the preachers questions. I became very, very disheartened with the lack of information or the lack of answers that I was getting from the Bible, from the Christian community.
Yes.
I started searching then for Melchizedek, who I felt was one of the key people in the Bible, was the only person in the Bible that says he's always available to us.
Interesting.
In Hebrews chapter 7, it says he remains a priest continually. And I took that literally. Because,
oh, wonderful.
So I started looking for Melchizedek, and I really felt that this person was still around for us to communicate with. So I was looking for clues for Melchizedek. I was also looking for clues that would let me know the geographical location of where Gabriel was and where God lived, because I believe that there was a factual geographical location based on the Bible too. And I also wanted to know how was it possible for Cain to kill his brother and then go and build a city and find a wife if only his mom and dad was on the planet still in the Garden of Eden.
A lot of people are puzzled over that.
There was a lot of questions that, you know, really was puzzling me, and I wanted the answers to. And I was searching in every religious book. I went to the Eastern religion searching, and every religion I studied, I became very close to joining. I got so involved in the religions, but there was always something human or male ego dominated that made me step away from religions.
Wow, you
and
were
then
ahead of your time.
One day I kneeled down and I prayed. I think it was one of the most sincere prayers I've ever said in my life, and I said, Father, please, I want to know the truth, you know. I really want to know the truth, and I can't find it anywhere on this planet. So if you have to send the angel or send me a sign or something, just let me know the answers, please, to these questions before I die, you know. And
what year was this?
This was in 1991, 1992, and within a short space of time, within a week actually, I flew to California. I was working with a trombone player named Timothy. I went to his house, and he said, Pato, you wouldn't believe what happened to me last night. And I said, what? He says, I was arrested by the police. I says, why? He says, I was in jail all night. I said, why? He said, I found this big blue book, and I read some of it, and I felt I had a connection with the universe. And I just took off all my clothes and started to run on the streets. And the police saw me and locked me away. And I was like, where's the book?
Where is this book?
What a story.
So he says, there it is. And he looked a bit afraid of the book. So I grabbed the book and I opened the book. And in the authors, there was Melchizedek. Melchizedek. Then there was a few different Melchizedeks.
Oh, yes.
And I was like, there's more than one? And I was just, the second I held the book in my hand and looked just in the forward, I knew I had found the revelation that I was praying for. And he told me I could take the book, and I never looked back. For the first year of reading the book, I bought so many books and gave them to as many people as I could, you know. Sometimes it was received, sometimes it was rejected, but I've just wanted to share this new find, this treasure with everybody. But you know,
Beautiful
I'm
story.
very happy.
Very
You
beautiful
know, it's
story.
brought a lot of joy to my life.
Now, when did you start to move this inspiration into your music?
It was instant. It really was instant. I guess it's been an evolution, not only of my music but also of my being. You know, the more I read the book, the more I understand, is the more I grow.
Yes.
It opens me up, and I can't imagine life without without that level of information. You know, it has definitely given me confidence in being spiritually free.
It moves you to a new place.
Yes,
totally
new place. So you know, I don't have any more fear in my life. Fear of dying, fear of retribution, fear of not being accepted, you know, in the scheme of religious institutions. I feel very happy.
Would you say then that that's one of the things that adds to your energy and your ability to go on with the physical challenge that you have?
Yes. For me, my musical journey is not a career anymore. It's an actual mission.
Yes.
So I pull my strength from the universe, you know, and I let my adjuster many times carry my body through the concerts, you know, because there's many times when we do very long drives, or I do 2 or 3 flights to get to a show, and just before it's showtime, my body is just weak. And as soon as it's showtime, I don't know, I have such a burst of energy. 2 hours long shows, and I don't stop, you know.
And even now.
So no, I honestly feel as though what I'm doing is planting seeds for Michael. I feel as though the Urantia book is definitely giving us the tools to take the planet to the next level of its spiritual evolution.
Right.
But I also believe that there are many people who are existing on this planet right now who the Urantia book is probably too much for them.
Yes.
You know, there's a certain level of intellectuality that's required to grasp the book. There's a certain level of hunger, truth hunger, that is required to even want to pick up a book like that, you know. And there's also a certain level of broad-mindedness and open-mindedness for you to accept new concepts like thought adjusters and you know Lanandex and Verandadex, you know, in a new language. So you know, for me as an artist, I have an audience who come out most of the time just to have a good time. I use my art as a means of raising the vibration in the audience.
Yes. I could feel that.
And planting the seeds of simple truths that are just above the level sometimes of the truths that are available. So people are like, oh, you know. And I make the book available as well at our merchandise booth.
Yes, the lady that runs the show, Sherry,